Well, Jim, 1-1, a replay, a fair result today?
Probably. Each team scores a goal. That's, I don't think any team deserve to be outright winners. They sort of wanted to contain us and pinch, and we weren't good enough in possession to actually put enough sustained pressure on them. So, yeah, probably a fair result. So we just take it to Tuesday night.
Horrible first half, but whatever you said in the dressing room at half time seemed to work, because County much more positive after the restart. What did you say? What did you change?
It's nothing to do with positive. I just thought in the first half we were really poor. First touches were poor. We decided to pass when we should run and break the lines. It was really, really poor first half. I mean, the first 3 throw-ins we gave away and put ourselves under pressure, and people were starting to make things up on set plays. I just thought, it's a Tuesday night, we worked on certain things, and we worked consistently on possession and switching play, and there was only brief glimpses of that in the first half, and we created a few opportunities. But as I said to the lads at half time, just judge yourself out of 10. And I bet quite a few is nowhere near the 6s and 7s and that. So don't blame me, don't blame the game plan, blame yourself on your individual aspects. And what you need to do now is assess your own performance and put right a few things that will make you be 6 or 7 second half. And if you do that, then we've got a chance of winning the game.
You got your equaliser through an impact sub, really. Reece Turner coming on down that right hand side, and it was a great ball in for Jason initially to hit the bar, and then Jimmy Ball following in, as all good strikers should, I suppose. Well,
I'm going to have to probably correct you there, because the goal had nothing to do with Reece, and Reece didn't give us the impact. And this is one of my biggest disappointments, because Tuesday night the 3 players we brought on had no bearing on the game, gave us nothing. The cross was from Dan. It was a great cross, and Jason did brilliant to actually steer it on goal. But what he's doing there and how he's shown the athleticism to get on the end of it, Jimmy Ball, cracking goal. And like I said, I was pleased, because I think Dan has got himself, you have to talk Dan through games sometimes, and I think recently he's been used as a sort of a tucked in right back or a third centre back, and he seemed to be reluctant to get up the pitch. Adam Thomas had been threatening, and we needed some good support from Dan, because on the other side, Darren Stevenson and Scott Duxbury have been different class in terms of giving us some threat down outside. But I know Reece got down there, but the cross came from Dan, and Jason's done brilliant, and it's nice for him. Even if it's not goals.
It's an assist, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's not just the assist, but he worked really hard between the centre backs. Good platform. Made a few things spill to people. It was always going to be difficult, and we needed to use our shape and work the ball wide, and then trying to create the overloads down the side to get good crosses in. And the only time that we did that, Jason looked a threat and we got a goal.
How confident are you about the replay, given the home record that Brackley boasts? I think it's 11 months since they lost a home game, but I suppose it's a run that's got to end somewhere.
Well, I don't know. He'd probably go back. It was probably us that beat them 3-0. I've not really concerns. I'm not really concerned about them and their home record. I think recently we've travelled quite well. We do need to sort of do everything professional from now till Tuesday. Again, another thing that concerns me about some of our players, about how they live life and how they recover themselves, because and whether they do enough training on a Monday, and so there's a couple of players I need to confront about that. But no, I think we went down there and we played really well in the league game. I know we lost the game, but we're playing on the back of a Wednesday night game and going there on a Saturday, and I thought we equipped ourselves really well and got ourselves the lead, and it was only a little bit of reckless fouling from them that left us with 10 men. But we've got a few bits and pieces that we need to improve, but I'm confident that the way that we approached the game down there in the league and the way that we approached the game down there in the league last year will put us in a position. And I've been in this situation before. I remember Matt Jensen bringing Chorley to Northwich, thinking, high-fiving the players, saying, the job's done now, bringing back Northwich back to Chorley, and the same with Boreham Wood. And we go to their place and beat them. So, we've done it. We've gone to Maidenhead, got a result, we've gone to Southport. So we just have to be professional. We need to improve our performance. I've talked about that consistently to the players and in the programme about quality, experience, and that way, then I'm not a horse. They should be doing the simple things well and doing it consistently, discovering what works. We give them a few options, like on a corner, for example, whether you do a short, whether you do the hole, whether you do the back post. And we didn't select them very well today. And I was really disappointed with all the work that we put in this week on set plays, that we had that kind of outcome from set plays. Whereas you can see with them, they seem a little bit more experienced, a little bit more well drilled, a bit more consistent in what they're doing. And that's the huge difference between where they are in the league and where we are.
Carrying any injuries or knocks from today, or any additional strains going into that game on Tuesday?
No, we've obviously got a few players that Matty got a terrible challenge in the first half. Adam Thomas got one in the second half. The referee decided it was not a booking, and yet somebody who's not looking at the ball gets a booking for a handball when he's not even seeing the ball. So no, we're not overly concerned about the injuries going into it. My biggest concern is that I think the players that should be putting the pressure on the first team and giving us opportunities to freshen things up are just not at the races at the moment. And that's why I think I said in my programme notes, I think it's time for us to bring fresh players in now, because we're not carrying any passengers. I don't want anybody coasting. There's a lot to play for this season, and we're going to be relying mainly on that 11 or 12 or 13 recently, and this is the first time in a long while I've not used all my subs. But people have to earn that right to get on the pitch, and at the moment those that are coming on haven't earned it, and they'll find themselves, if they're not careful, moving out the squad and out the club. And but I thought the lads put a lot of effort in today and worked hard and deserve something out of the game, but we need to just tidy up on a few things and show a little bit more quality, and then I'll be really pleased that they'll give themselves a real chance of getting into the next round.
Just finally, a quick word on your goalkeeper. He made a great save late on to keep you in the cup from Adam Walker. Ben Hinchliffe has signed a new deal as well today. And how pleased are you that you've got him signed up for next season as well? Yeah, well, we obviously we've had a long season where we've been able to debate things. There's a lot of work goes on behind the scenes in terms of looking at our recruitment. I think it's really important what we do next season in terms of recruitment. But I've been really impressed with Ben. I think he works really hard. Away from the club in terms of the gym work. He's one of the strongest players. He shows in his performance. We've got other part-time players who I think are playing at being professionals, and there's other part-time players who I think are top quality, very professional, working really hard, trying to strive to improve and stay competitive in what's becoming an increasingly full-time environment. So easy decision for me to offer something to Ben, and easy decision for Matty Wolverton. But like I said, where the real growth for our club is the Jimmy Balls and the Sam Minihans and the Dan Cowles, the Scott Duxburys, those players, Adam Thomases and Darren Stevenson. If we can get them all fitter, stronger, faster, that's where the growth for the club is going to be. Fantastic. Well done today.
Thanks so much.